we're here today. We're answering fan questions. All right, the next question. What are some tips for an independent artist who is performing at showcases? How can this person stand out?
Oh, I can definitely help you with that.
One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access. Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing McKee, Boomman. Welcome to the real industrial plug. You heard me?
And then I also want to speak on this. Like, if you do meet the executive and the answer is no, do not be discouraged.
Exactly.
Do not be discouraged. A no is just a stepping stone. It's something you have to step over. Most of my early career was built off of no's. I wanted to sign my first artist to a major label. They said no, so I had to become an independent label.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
I had to learn how to be an entrepreneur in the music business. So if it wasn't for that no, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I wouldn't have the wealth I have today, because they would have said yes, and I would have been in the system my whole career, versus me having to learn how to be an independent artist and then go out and get joint ventures. You know what I mean? Go out and start my own distribution companies. That's only because somebody said no. Right. So it's like, when you get a no, you have to look at that and say, wow, this means I need to build it. Right. You know what I mean? And so if somebody's telling you no, all that's saying is, okay, I got to build what I asked them to build. Right. And you'll be better off for it. Yeah. So when you get those no, you should be appreciative. Like, okay, that means I'm going to go out and learn how to build it myself. You know what I mean? That's how you have to look at it. Okay. Like he said, get hot. That's how you get hot. You know what I mean? You learn how to build something for yourself. Right. So I definitely want to speak on that. Now, let's go to the next fan question, man. Y'all are asking some really good questions, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribing to the YouTube, man. For sure. Any questions y'all put in the comments, any question y'all put on our pages, in the DMs, they're getting answered. I want y'all to know that. So that's what we're here today. We're answering fan questions. All right, the next question. What are some tips for an independent artist who is performing at showcases? How can this person stand out?
Oh, I can definitely help you with that. Because for the person that's doing Indie Fest and does a lot of festivals and a lot of showcases, the best way you can stand out really is really by having a fan base, right? And bringing them out with you, having them stand in front of the stage, having them support you, wearing your shirts, you know, holding your posters, holding your billboards. You're marketing yourself. So the more you're able to market yourself and stand amongst the crowd, that's how you stand out. The other thing is having dope quality music. Like the music matters. You know, a lot of times if you have a dope song, that'll make you stand out by itself. If your song is super hot, you could damn near just play the song and stand there. And they might be like, what is he doing? But this is hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do something different. I don't like to getting on the stage with 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool, but we don't even know who the artist is at that point. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one of the things I think that'll help an artist stand out as far as in a showcase.
Let me give these artists a leg up. Boomman. Right. What is the last, from the first thing that popped in your head, what is the last time, what exactly happened the last time you were impressed by an artist at one of the showcases?
They had, what is the last thing that happened?
Yeah, what's the last thing that happened that you was like, damn, like you was impressed by it?
Shoot, really, they showed out. They was a star.
What is showed? Explain what happened. What do you mean showed out?
They had I give Fujiano for example. He had swag. He had crowd participation. He had a dope record. He looked like a superstar artist.
And so that all of that put together, you was like, yo, this is impressive. Right. This is okay. So it's not just one thing. It's a combination of things. I mean, but obviously that's any star. That's gonna be what it is. You know what I mean? It's definitely a combination of things. Okay, so while we're on the subject of showcases and Indie Fest is coming up, boom. if I'm an artist, tell me what I shouldn't do at a showcase.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough
Give me the mistakes to avoid.
I think a lot of times, man, when you're doing this long enough, either you have it or you don't. It's kind of hard to say what you should not do. That's a hard question for me to answer.
Okay, so let me put my 2 cents in it.
Okay.
One of the things that I don't like is people rapping over the whole track. You know what I mean? If you want to stand out, you need to have what's called a performance track, a TV track.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And basically what this is, it has the hook in it, and then the verses are just the ad-libs and background. Mm-hmm. Whether you're singing or rapping, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. You need to be the person, you need to be the voice we're hearing when the song is playing versus I hear the song over the loudspeakers and you're just the voice behind it on the mic.
Right.
So that's one thing I can say that I wouldn't do if I was an artist at a showcase. And that'll help me stand out because 90% of the people are going to do just that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Also, like you said, I'm not against you coming with 100 people. I'm against you putting 100 people on stage.
Exactly. That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you come with 100 people, that's impressive to me. If you have 100 people that believe in you, but they shouldn't be on this stage.
Right.
This stage is for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So you can stand out amongst the crowd.
Exactly. So you can stand out. And then also what you wear is very important. I would advise against you wearing your brand. Like, so if everybody around you has Fujiano t-shirts on, Fujiano himself, I wouldn't want you to have a Fujiano. I want you to stand out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I want you to be as best dressed as possible.
Good information.
You know what I mean? So these are some of the things I will want for you. But then I will also want you to be very personable, not only to the executive that you're trying to impress, but his team.
Right.
Because you can go very far talking to the assistant.
Right.
You can go very far talking to the executive's content person. You can go very far talking to that team.
Network.
So, because guess what's gonna happen when we get in the office on Monday? My team gonna come to me, yo, bro, I really fuck with him.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you should give him a chance. You know what I mean? So you can go very far network. So you gotta be personable to the team and not just the executive.
Right. Personable
to the DJ, but then also with other artists, because this is a networking opportunity.
Exactly.
You never know what 2 artists can link up and make a hit song. Polo G and what's the other artist Polo G blew up with? What was it? Little something. The one who sound like A Boogie, forgive me. Lil TJ.
Okay, Lil TJ. I know you.
Now, these are 2 artists that were local artists.
Wow.
Until they got together and made a song that's 5 times platinum. You know what I'm saying? These are the same 2 people that would be at a showcase because they were both local artists when they made that song.
Right.
But because they went from the same city, one was from Chicago, one's from New York, they come together, they make a song, and now they have a 4-time platinum record. It's either 4 or 5 times platinum. And so you can't underestimate the other people that you're sitting around in this showcase with.
Right.
Y'all 2 could be the magic. Now they both have their own individual careers. They're not depending on each other now. But that first magic song came from them saying, you know, I'll work with other artists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so you got to network with the people that are in there. So these are some of the things I would do. And it's so crazy that I'm thinking about all this stuff from such a business standpoint, such a business mind. Right. But I know artists don't think about that. And that's why I love that we have this platform to be able to put that into their head, to be able to let them know, like, yo, move like this.
Yeah, that's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Move like this. And so, you know, I'm very appreciative to be able to get that knowledge, and I appreciate y'all for listening. Okay, so we got 2 more fan questions.
All right, cool. Let's get it.
And so, I don't got no more questions, but I just said that because we got like, you said 30 minutes, we got like 9 more minutes. I know. So make up a question real quick. What could we say?
Make up a question. What do I hear all the time, man? Something I can give you, right? Mm-hmm. How do I build a fan base?
All right. So the next question, I'm gonna just. So the next question that we have from a fan, and this is something that I know all artists will want to hear. So this is a great question. How do I build a fan base?
Right. So
talk to us, Boom. How does an artist build a fan base?
So that's that's a question that every artist should want to know, but I feel like every artist don't ask. A lot of artists feel like they're already hot. Like, you hear that all the time, man. I'm the hottest in my city. And I'm like, according to who? According to what? You feel where I'm coming from?
Right.
According to themselves. But what makes you hot is by having a fan base.
Right.
Now, to me, how you build a fan base starts with the product. Whether it's your name, likeness, or image, like the new NIL deals they give out in college. Whether it's your name, likeness, or image, or whether it's your music. You know what I'm saying? So, because you got some artists that don't make good music or doesn't make super dope music, but people like them as artists. I'm gonna give an example, like to me, this is me, that really isn't like the most talented of artists, like a black youngster or a DJ Khaled. He doesn't even rap. You get where I'm coming from? But they like him as a person and his personality. And so he's able to collaborate with other artists and still have a fan base, and he can still do shows and get paid and the whole nine. So once they like you as a person, you can get a fan base that way. But or you can get a fan base by making incredible music and people liking you along with your music.
Like a Kendrick.
Right. But at the end of the day, it takes extreme work ethic. Like, you have to go live every day. You have to post every day. You have to do videos, show your personality. You have to put yourself out there for somebody to like you. You have to put your music out there for somebody to like your music. So we have a lot of artists that's sitting on music, that's not posting, but that's just in the studio, and then they'll take a couple pictures and feel like they're supposed to have people to gravitate towards their personality and their music, and we haven't heard it or seen you or know who you are. So to me, those are the ways to start building a fan base, by having dope content, dope music, putting it out there and working it daily and staying consistent. Right. So my goal to artists, I tell you, I just work on getting 10 fans a day. 10. Touch 10 people a day. If you find people gravitate, say, oh, that's dope. Okay, cool. Reach out to them. Say, I appreciate you, man. Can I send you something to stay in contact with you and let you know when I got an event coming up, or send you my project when it's coming out, or let you know, and build that database just like a business does. They build a whole database, and then they'll send out an e-blast, or they'll let people know. So you have to put in the work with good quality product and talent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I would say this too, like, you build, speaking on new artists, I'm starting from scratch and I'm trying to find my first 1,000 fans. Right. You're going to build that through what's called reciprocity. Okay. Meaning,
break down reciprocity.
Meaning, if I, as an artist, engage with the fan or potential fan, because I don't got no fans yet. Right. A potential fan, I'm now creating that need in them to return that favor. Right. You know what I mean? So just imagine if, you mentioned Black Youngster. Just imagine if Black Youngster came to my Instagram page today and he told me, yo, happy graduation. Right. You know what I mean? Or he told me happy birthday. Right. And guess what? When Black Youngster dropped his project, oh, that's my dog. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh,
I feel like I got a personal relationship with him.
Exactly. I feel like I got to return that. Like, oh, that's my dog. You know what I mean? He told me happy graduation. You know what I mean? So it's like, once I had that feeling of they rock with me, I'm going to rock with them. Exactly. I'm going to return that favor. And so when I'm a new artist and I'm going to these potential fan pages and I'm speaking to them about things that they have going on versus just about my music. Like, oh, I told them happy graduation, happy birthday. Oh, they just had a daughter. Congratulations. Y'all find ways to interact with them about them. I participate in their life. That's fan number one. He said 10 fans a day. It's going to take me 5 minutes to comment on 10 pages. Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's 10 people that when I drop, I'm pretty sure if I slide in them, yo, bro, I just dropped this, they going to get it because they fuck with me now. Because they know I rock with them. You know what I mean? They know I'm a new artist. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm trying to pull the wool over their eyes. But guess what? I have reciprocity now. You know what I mean? And so my job as a fan, as an artist, is to use engagement to build reciprocity along these people. And then if my music is good, I'm going to keep them. Right. You know what I mean? That's how I get through the door. But once my music hits and my music is good, I'm gonna keep them because they're gonna remember that time that JR was really rocking with me. Even once I blow up, for the next 10 years, oh, JR, boy, guess what? 10 years ago, I graduated, my dog was on my page. They probably gonna post a screenshot every time I drop an album.
Right.
Yo, shout out to JR, just dropped this new album. You know what I mean? Just been my dog since 09. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You're creating those moments. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's how you start. You know what I mean? Once you get bigger from there, those fans are not going to create more fans. Because when they post about, I knew him from 09, the 300 people that watch their story, now they going to listen to the music.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so fans create fans, but you have to start from that simple engagement, creating that reciprocity. All right, so that's J.R. McKee's recipe for creating those initial fans. You know what I mean? Reciprocity.